Artificial intelligence, particularly generative, and now agentic, is redefining what we think is possible, how we work, and how we grow. So the question for a discussion today is indeed profound. How do we build a workforce ready, not only for today, but for a future that keeps accelerating? Let me share my reflections around three themes. One, the transformation taking place in the world of work. The second, the emerging skill gaps. And the third, the opportunity before us, especially for Cyprus. So, on the transformation of the future of work, we have clearly entered the age of human augmentation. Generative AI is already helping us to do our jobs better, and agentic AI will do part of our jobs for us. And so we will see, and we are seeing already, the rise of the digital workforce, where AI agents act as teammates, freeing us from repetitive work so that we as humans can focus on higher value impact. On the other hand, there is widespread concern about job losses. Some recent job cuts in companies like Amazon, SAP, and Microsoft are feeding public anxiety. It is important that we maintain a big picture perspective and make sure that as societies we use this anxiety productively. We know that every industrial revolution created more jobs than it destroyed. But it is important, of course, to remember that the new jobs required evolved skills. A structural shift and a need for job rebalancing is necessary. Maintaining perspective, the recent job losses represent restructurings affecting a relatively small percentage of the total workforces in the above organizations, on average 3 to 7%. It is inevitable that in the transition, some job roles will be replaced by technology in their entirety. The important shift, however, that we have ahead of us as responsible businesses and as societies will be in job redesign. We should be asking, what should humans do that AI cannot do? And what can AI take on so that humans can focus on higher order impact? This new reality will have a profound impact on static jobs supported by static job descriptions and static skill requirements. We do not live in a static world. Static jobs will be replaced. The best route to job security is to embrace the need for job reshaping and personal relevance. As Jensen Huang of NVIDIA said, you won't lose your job to AI, you will lose it to someone who uses AI better than you. I do not see this statement as a threat, but as a reminder that we are all on the same starting line to build new muscles and stay relevant in this evolving world. Which brings me to my second theme of the skill gaps. As jobs evolve, so will the necessary skills to support them. The workforce of the future must combine digital fluency and proficiency with AI tools, ability to learn new things fast and adapt them with speed, critical thinking, empathy and interpersonal skills, collaboration skills, growth mindset. Our challenge is to help people reskill for purpose, at speed, and at scale in an inclusive manner. The entire domain of education, like the minister just described, requires a total redesign to be able to provide skills on a lifelong basis, create inclusive, human-centered learning ecosystems built on trust, curiosity, and the courage to reinvent ourselves, utilize digital learning platforms, peer coaching, and micro-credentials that evolve with technology, ensure that our universities even evolve to become lifelong learning hubs that evolve with the market and with society's needs. Leadership skills must also evolve. Leaders need to model curiosity, experiment openly, and drive collaboration not only amongst humans, but across the hybrid workforce of the future between humans and AI agents. So finally, let me conclude with the focus on the opportunity for Cyprus. True to our vision for the country, to be one of the best places in the world to live, work, and to do business, we do recognize that our size, agility, and education levels are real advantages for becoming a regional talent and innovation hub, as well as a living lab for human-centric AI. But we need to act systemically and decisively as a connected ecosystem across business, government, and academia, like you mentioned. For this vision, we should not underestimate the critical importance of data. Data, like oil, has no value underground. We must break data silos, connect data ecosystems, and build a stronger digital infrastructure, turning information into insight and impact. And of course, we have the chief scientist sharing exactly that vision. So Cyprus has the advantage of manageable scale to achieve its vision. Moving with speed and ambition, Cyprus can leapfrog larger economies and build a workforce that is both technologically advanced and deeply human, a model for others to follow.